The first question we always get on these projects, how much does it cost to dig out your crawl space or lower your basement floor like we're doing here in Washington Park? I understand it's a big project. So when you hire us, we turnkey the whole process. We're gonna bring on the structural engineer, we're gonna work with the architect to do the new layout, we're gonna work with the soils engineer if needed, surveying, etc. This here in Denver, we submitted for permit here in Denver, did our shoring design, our full foundation design. So we'll turnkey that process and we'll get all the permitting as well. And you can see here, phase one of these projects is going to be demo. We're going to be busting up the current slab, removing any interior finishes. You can see we stripped it all down to the foundation walls, exposed, and that's going to be phase one of a project like this. Phase two of the project is once we get a lot of this slab demoed out, we're going to mark out locations for our dig out crews in phases. You can see a phase here behind me to start digging out all of this soil. We're digging down roughly about 4 feet here on this project. And you can see here where there's one section here on the fireplace we're going to do part of the next phase. We actually have to dig down a little bit deeper to get the footers in and the concrete, so you can see, 4.5 feet about here. So we're gonna hand excavate this soil out, jackhammers, shovels, picks, and then we're gonna put it on conveyors up and out of an egress window we cut in or an access and run those to dump trailers. We have a really tight access here in Denver, so we're running it, stockpiling in the yard and then hauling it out in dump trailers. A part of these dig outs as well is we're modifying the structure of the home quite a bit. You can see here we have a temporary wall put up. We removed a load-bearing wall here. It was an old brick wall that was bearing the load. You can see that the floor joist above us changed direction, so that was carrying that load. So we framed this wall to temporarily hold that weight and also put up these shoring posts to hold the existing beam. And so after we get that slab poured, we're gonna come in here, we're gonna put a new steel beam here, a full clear span, as well as a clear span steel beam going all that way. So that way the layout in this basement is entirely up to the homeowner and not constrained by existing beams or posts or anything like that. Step 3 of the process on this project, we're going to start to work in phases with our concrete subcontractor. You can see here in this corner, we did this phase a couple of feet off of this corner here underneath these stairs. We have poured a new footer down there. Usually on these, we kind of have like a retaining wall design, so it's about 4, sometimes 5 feet wide. And then we have our new foundation poured underneath the existing brick foundation. We call that underpinning. So that's going to be another step of this process. We came up with a phasing plan with our engineer, and so we're going to do that 4 times throughout this, and at the end of that we'll have this all dug out. Then we're going to be going in, putting a new interior perimeter drain, a sump pump, we're going to put pea gravel, vapor barrier, we're going to pour a slab, run our radon piping, and then from there we're going to treat it like a regular basement finish. Framing, HVAC, mechanical, etc. You see in this old home here, when we're doing these dig outs, the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing is usually a mess. After 100 years of new systems and patching and repairs, you got a mix of copper and PEX and galvanized. We got old cast iron here. You see some ABS there, some PVC on top of that. I think that's actually galvanized on top of that. So what we're going to do before we pour the slab is all new underground plumbing, new ejector pit. We're going to run new stacks going up. We're going to rerun all the waters and supplies in this home as well. New tankless water heater. We're going a whole new furnace system, all new ductwork that's been designed for this space, as well as rewiring all the electrical down here and running all that power upstairs. I know we're also doing a new larger panel to supply this as well. So usually on these dig outs and these basement lowering projects, we want to come in and reset the lifespan of all those major systems in your home, so that way you're sure you have a good foundation for the future. So as you can see, there's a lot of moving parts on a project like this. We're not just doing the digging and foundation. We're handling all the permitting, design, the concrete, the excavation, and reworking all of the major MEP systems, and then finishing your basement. So a project like this, around 1,000 square foot, you want to consider investment around $300,000 to $350,000 to demo all this out, get all the permitting, reset the lifespan of your foundation, your mechanical system, your electrical, your plumbing, and finish the space off really nicely for future use.